That was just game one. That was just game one, and that may have been the most stressed I've ever been watching a Spurs basketball game. I've lost my voice. I was shaking. I've been standing. I feel like I'm about to throw up. All the things of being a fan I have felt in the last 4 hours. But they got it done. The Spurs go in to Paycom Arena on SGA MVP night and steal game one, 122 to 115. And this was just an absolute legacy game by Victor Wembanyama. You come into Oklahoma City on the night that Shai receives his MVP trophy, and you drop 41 and 22 in a double overtime thriller, including his only triple of the game coming in the final 30 seconds of overtime, where he just pulled up from Tulsa and managed to drill it. That gave me flashbacks of when Steph Curry hit that huge dagger three in 2016. That's exactly how I felt watching that. If you watch this game and don't think that Victor Wembanyama is the best player in the world, I don't know what to tell you, because he just proved that he is in front of the entire nation, the world, whatever you want to call it. He just did that. This is the ballsiest, coldest 22-year-old we have ever seen. There's been a lot of debate about who's the best in the world right now. Is it SGA? Is it Wemby? Well, guess what? Wemby just snatched his chain in real time, and we are all witnesses to this. We are all witnesses to the greatness that Victor Wembanyama is beginning. This is his first playoff run. Are we still failing to realize this? This is his first taste of the playoffs, and he is literally just demolishing the defending champions in their home arena on a night where their player receives the MVP award. We've never seen this before. And I'm a Spurs fan. And every time I watch this guy, I'm just like, we haven't seen anything like this. We simply haven't. I'm still amazed by the things this dude does on a basketball court. And I watch him almost every day. This is not real. This is not real. This is huge. I thought that the Spurs were probably going to take one of the games in Oklahoma City before they came back to San Antonio. But the fact that they come in and do it in game one, and they avoid putting their backs against the walls in game two and fighting in a 2-0 deficit, that is huge. Now it's all on the backs of Oklahoma City. They now have all the pressure to come out in game two, throw a strong punch, and leave it with a 1-1 series before coming to San Antonio. You have the defending champs on their heels. They haven't lost a playoff game all postseason. And Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs, without their all-star point guard De'Aaron Fox, which I'll get into that in a little bit, just came into Oklahoma City and stole game one on a night that was maybe the game of the year. For the 28 other teams in the NBA, that was the game of the year. For Spurs and Oklahoma City fans, that was the most stressful 3 hours of basketball of their lives. And we can all admit it. And it's just game one. There are some things that the Spurs need to clean up. I think Stephon Castle was pretty big in moments, but when I look at his stat line, you see a nice 17 points, 11 assists, and think, man, he had a decent game. But 11 turnovers is what stands out to me the most. If Castle is going to guard SGA, which he did a great job of doing, he can simply not be the lead guard. You're going to have to either defer to Dylan Harper and let him do that a little more, or you're going to have to completely relinquish those duties to De'Aaron Fox when he eventually comes back. And the fact that the Spurs were able to go in there and their offense was really shaky at times. A lot of clutteriness, a lot of stillness. There was just moments where you saw Castle and Harper with the ball in their hands, and you were reminded that this is still a sophomore and a rookie player. They still are learning how to take care of the ball in big situations. When I see those moments and you see them fiddle with the ball, turn it over, whatever it may be, you look at those moments and you go, that's where the Spurs need De'Aaron Fox. It's right there on that turnover where De'Aaron Fox is probably going to make that a little easier. Plus, you have De'Aaron Fox's speed and gravity. The Spurs have thrived this postseason in getting out in transition and playing to their speed. And guess what? They didn't really do that much tonight, but they did it against Minnesota, and it worked. And I think if you can do that against Oklahoma City, it will probably work. So De'Aaron Fox coming back is going to be huge, but the fact that they even managed to get a win without him, man, that makes me feel really good. Because considering what De'Aaron Fox has done this postseason, the fact that you went in to the defending champ's house and grabbed a win without him, first of all, that says a lot about your young core. That says a lot about what you have in Stephon Castle and, God, what you have in Dylan Harper. Has there ever been a rookie with 7 years of experience? We might be looking at one right now with Dylan Harper. 24 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 7 steals. 7 steals. His defense looked like a former number 2 for the Spurs. I will not name him, but you all know who I'm talking about. His defense looked like a previous number 2 in Spurs history. I mean, this dude just has a bag. It looks like 2005 Manu Ginobili. This dude just knows how to score the basketball. He just knows how to make plays. I've never seen a more playoff-ready rookie than Dylan Harper, and I think a lot of people would say the same thing. Dylan Harper is ready for this. And I said heading into the postseason that he's probably going to have a rattled first 2 games of playoff experience, and then he'll get going. He has been far beyond what the expectations were. He has been elite, I would even say. You know, the 27-point outburst in Game 3 versus Portland, where he just completely took that game over. That really showed me what you have in Dylan Harper. Once De'Aaron Fox calls it a career, boy, you're going to be in good hands when Dylan Harper comes. I mean, you're in good hands now. All this narrative about De'Aaron Fox is better, Dylan Harper's better, Stephon Castle's better, trade Fox. Man, right now, you're just living in gold. I mean, Spurs got 99 problems, but a guard shortage is not it. Oh no, my steak's too juicy, my lobster's too buttery. Like, that's how y'all sound. You have this elite 3-headed dragon of guards, and one of them was out, and the other 2 can do something like this. Nothing I can say about it. Like, this Spurs depth is the reason why they are the only team who I believe can defeat Oklahoma City. Of course, Victor Wembanyama is a big reason why that they can defeat Oklahoma City. Because he, once again, made Chet Holmgren his son. There's just no other way to put it. He made Chet Holmgren his son once again. Remember those Chet and Wemby debates? Yeah, they've been over for a while, but they're over now. It's done. Let's go home, Kenny. Let's go home. Couple other things to say. Shout out Devin Vassell. This dude in his first playoff run has just been ready for all of the moments. Sure, his shooting efficiencies are probably not what you would wish they would be. He's not shooting his greatest. But this is a player who is just doing everything else on the basketball court to help contribute to winning games. He's being aggressive on defense. He's deflecting passes. He's getting steals. He's playing great defense. He blocked Chet Holmgren in that final stretch. And then he's hitting the biggest shots when they matter. Feels like every time an opponent has gone on a run during this playoffs, you can rely on Devin Vassell to bail you out and slow down their momentum. He'll hit a big 3. He'll hit a big mid-range shot. Devin Vassell has just been the most poised I've ever seen him in his entire career. And that was a big question for him, is how is he going to perform come playoff time? He's been a different animal these playoffs, and he's not scoring, 25, 30 points, but he is doing everything you want your role players to do to help you win in postseason basketball, and that's why the Spurs gave him the contract that they did. Devin Vassell's getting so much love right now because he's been a big reason why the Spurs are now up 1-0 in the Western Conference Finals and are even there to begin with. You just have to give your flowers to Devin Vassell because this is a dude who has been ready. A lot of first-year players coming in the playoffs, you're not really sure what they're going to do, but Devin Vassell, man, he's earned this. Him, Keldon Johnson as well. I know Keldon has not been playing well these playoffs. He had some really good moments tonight, hit a few big threes, but he's going to be a huge defensive liability. And I like that after he lost Lou Dort on the backdoor cut, Mitch Johnson gave him the discipline, said, nope, you're done. Pulled him out immediately. And I think that to say is you're going to probably see some more Carter Bryant because Carter Bryant only had 14 minutes tonight, but he had a really huge 14 minutes. It was plus 10 in that time. He played amazing defense, just hustles with effort, does all the things you just simply can't teach. He's been another animal these playoffs as well. Hasn't gotten much run, but when he does, man, is it important. Man, does he make the most of it. Carter Bryant is going to keep being huge. and I fully expect him to probably get some more runtime as this series goes on. A couple other things to say is just that Luke Kornet was really bad tonight, and I think his ankle is a big reason why he was questionable heading into this, but I'm thankful as a 7-footer, he was able to go in and give a few minutes because it was either Bismack Biyombo or Mason Plumlee, and you did not want to play either of those two versus the Thunder, or you're going to have to go small ball and put Carter Bryant at the 5. So shout out to Luke Kornet for his heart and willingness to play while he's clearly battling an ankle injury. He couldn't even jump. He had a wide open dunk at one point and just couldn't even get off the ground. So I'm not sure what he's dealing with, but I'm really glad that he was able to fight through and play through this because you need another 7-footer so Wemby can get some breather. But you know what? When Wemby plays 49 minutes, clearly that shows he's conditioned and ready to go. Now let's look at OKC. What can the Spurs do to kind of limit what they have? Alex Caruso will not shoot like that again. He will not. Absolute magnet ball from Caruso. But that also comes down to the fact that Spurs kept letting him shoot. And I get it. Alex Caruso is probably a guy that you're willing to let shoot the basketball a lot. But when he was clearly on an early heater, you let him stop shooting. But guess what? They didn't. They kept putting Wemby on him. And Wemby's obviously sagging off so he can protect the paint to some sort of degree. And Alex Caruso is just going to shoot it. Alex Caruso made him pay. And one of the big reasons why the Spurs were able to defeat Minnesota was because of their double teams on Anthony Edwards. And that Minnesota just didn't have a lot of great shooters. Yeah, they had a Nas Reed and Jaden McDaniels could hit stuff from time to time. Mike Conley was also giving them trouble. But the Thunder have shooters. The Thunder do. Even though Alex Caruso didn't shoot it that well really in the season, like he can shoot the 3. He is not someone that you just want to leave open. If he sees one go, you saw what happened tonight. He can do something like that. You got a Jared McCain, J. Will, J. Dub. He was great in his first game back in a month. Like the Thunder played really bad and the Spurs still just managed to sneak out a win. So I'm not really sure like what to take of this. Like, yes, you can say the Spurs were without De'Aaron Fox, and that's a really big piece. And I think the things that they struggled with tonight will be cleaned up once Fox is back. But the Thunder, I mean, like, I doubt they play that bad again. But it's a mix. Like, I don't think Caruso is going to shoot like that again. But I also don't think SGA is going to shoot 7 of 23. Sure, he's still at 24 and 12, but I just don't think Shai will have that inefficiency again. I mean, he's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. But I also got to give credit to Stephon Castle for that. Because Castle played the best defense on SGA that we've seen all season. And that's why you also can't have him be the lead guard. Because if Castle's going to guard SGA, one of the best scorers, if not the best scorer in the game today, he's going to be exhausted on the offensive end. And he's going to look for some bailouts. He's going to make some lazy plays. Because he's just using so much energy to guard SGA. So you know what? You want to take those duties out of his hands as much as possible. But hey, they still made it work, and I think that's why De'Aaron Fox coming back is going to be huge. But Thunder feels like they shot terribly from 3, but they still shot 37.8% from 3. So I'm not really sure what to think of that. Like, I feel like the Thunder played just really bad. But when I look at their shooting numbers from 3, they still shot almost 40% from 3. The Spurs shot just 30. The Spurs probably won't shoot 30% from 3 again. But the Thunder are also a really good defensive team. Also, just missed a lot of wide open looks. Julian Champagnie was 3 for 9. Devin Vassell missed a couple open looks. Like, everyone's kind of just feeling this one out, and the Spurs managed to escape. It's game 1. It's just game 1. I lost years of my life off this series, and it's probably going to be how it goes the rest of the way. But man, was that a fun game. And man, is this going to be a fun series. I'm going to try and do these videos after every single game so I can have a post-game reaction just straight up, just talking Spurs hoops. But man, am I feeling good that the Spurs managed to steal game 1 and avoid having their backs against the walls in game 2. Make sure you drop a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, comment Spurs in 6 because I'm telling you, I got the Spurs in 6, baby. I think the Spurs are going to take this. It's going to be tough, but tonight showed me that they can do it, especially without De'Aaron Fox. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. Make sure you hit that post notification bell so you never miss one of these post-game reactions or any other content I post here on Ty Talk Sports. And until game 2, this is Ty Talk Sports signing off.